Today, I am interviewing Miho Everitt, and Miho was born in Osaka, Japan. She attended the Yamaha Music School in Osaka, where she started to study music at the age of 4. At the age of 9, she won the All Japan Piano Competition. I
Mhm.
thought this interview would be mostly about her musical career, but there's more to Miho's story than I realized, and we will be focusing on that as well. So first, Mio, tell us
Yes.
when you first came to the United States and why.
Um, I first time I came to the United States is 1992, I believe, and with the children's choir. I was still um, working on my bachelor's in Osaka, Japan, and I had a chance to come tour West Coast and the East Coast with the children's choir, and also I played solo too. We went to Utah, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, around that area.
How did you decide to come to Cache Valley?
After I graduated the college over there, I decided to come to America to study more music. And then, since I had a friend in Utah and Pennsylvania, I kept in touch from the previous time. I just decided, no, which state I'm gonna go to, and I decided Utah because it was dry. In Japan, it's so humid, and then East Coast reminded me of Japan. So I thought I just rather go to Utah, so I just picked Utah.
I think you had mentioned to me that you actually moved to Salt Lake to begin with. Was that correct?
Yes, I was in Salt Lake, and I was going to University of Utah and enrolled in the master's degree there.
Uh-huh. And then you decided to come to Cache Valley. I understand you
Yes,
have 5 children,
that's
and
right.
they were all raised in Cache Valley. So why
True.
Cache? Why Cache Valley?
Well, when I was living in Salt Lake, when I was younger, it was fun, all the excitement, entertainment, everything there. But then I start having, oldest one, I had a baby, and it's like, I don't know if I want to raise my kids here because drive-by shootings and then, discrimination and then going on. I noticed more and more each year, and then I wanted my kids to be in a safe place. Um, and then I came to northern Utah.
And you've been here ever since, huh?
Yes, we never moved.
So I want to talk a little bit more about your music.
Okay.
You didn't finish getting your master's in music, yet music is so important to you, and
Yes.
you have an amazing talent. Miho
Thank you.
performed at the Tabernacle for the noon concert this summer and blew everybody away by her beautiful, beautiful music. What drives the musical part in you today?
Music is a therapy. Like I've been, well, first I started with, my mom forcing me to do because I was very shy. She wanted me to go outside, have friends or something, I can connect with the people. And then, but when I grown up, I start using music to, you know, dealing with the stress, or sometimes, in your life, your life could be really hard some days. And then I find out the music really helps me to get going forward. And then that's my main goal is, when I'm teaching students, and then I want them to find the enjoyment, and then I want them to use that skill that they use music, just like feel better.
I know you've said if you've had a hard day, you just can come home and sit at your piano and just play. And I'll tell you what, if you sat at my piano and played, it would be good therapy for me too.
That's awesome.
um, since you are Japanese, have
Yes.
you ever had occasions, and particularly the way the world is going now,
Yes.
but even before that, for being belittled, or if you felt discriminated against due to being Japanese?
Yes, many times. When I was in Salt Lake, I it was a little more harder. I mean, harsh. And when I was, the example, when I was walking downtown in Salt Lake, and some big dude, call me Jap, and then start chasing me, and so I have to kind of run and then just hide in the crowd. And also, I know I had a friend, and he was waiting for the bus, and then somebody pulled him into alley and beat him up, and then I saw him pretty bad shape. Still, like, older people came up to me and say, you know what? I hated Japanese for long years until I met you. Because I talked to them, and then they felt I'm okay. And then they felt, oh, hey, all Japanese are not bad. I think because of the war, that creates a little hate, you know, or some kind of conflict in their life. And then they start thinking, oh, it's all Japanese are not, this way, or all Chinese people are not certain, people from different countries this way or that.
That said, you recently took an unexpected turn. Your story
Yeah.
did, and you decided that you were going to check into your DNA. Why did you decide to do that now?
Um, I started was I was helping my friend who has Japanese ancestors. Um, and then I start helping her with the translating, part of Japanese, old in Japanese and stuff. It really made me like getting in more interested in finding out my background and stuff. I thought I can help my friend. That means I can find my background too, my ancestor. And I didn't know much about him. And then so I start digging into it. I start collecting a document from Japan, and then also somebody mentioned that like nowadays you can take a DNA test, find out more. And it's like, what did you say? And so I decided to take a DNA test and then find out I'm not 100% Japanese. And then I realized, yeah, my dad is not, looking like Japanese. Myself, I was called half and quarter for long years, and people told me we look different. But I didn't know any different.
And
I just always thought we're the same.
you didn't know your father's background, did you?
No,
And that's where the secrets were.
yes, because of the war, they have to have a secret. They have to hide it. Because my dad just happened to be half American and half Japanese. He was born right after the war ended. So it wasn't good to have a mixed blood. I know there was some people like that, but still, I think they had a harder time.
Your
You know.
family was embarrassed by it.
Yes.
So your mother was Japanese,
Yes.
and his father, your father or his father or your grandfather,
Yes.
was an American
Yes. Their ancestors coming from Poland.
from Poland, which was quite a
Yes.
shock to you, wasn't it?
Yes. It was like, whoa, that is so cool. And now I know it. And so I wanted to dig it more. And then I finally found who he was. But he was, grandpa passed away, but I met family members.
Mhm.
So it was a neat experience.
Yeah. So because of that,
Yes.
knowing that you have part Polish in you, that's
Yes.
also kind of given you a stronger, I'll say, argument towards people that want to call other people names and,
Yes.
because they look different. But you have a
Yes.
message about that.
Yes. In fact, I was talking to my cousin's daughter one day because it was shocked. She was shocked to find out she was related, with me. I'm from Japan. Like she had no clue. And it's like, and then I was teasing her, hey, you just, nowadays people, people hate Asian, but you could just say, like, I would did it with Asian.
Maybe the people you hate are actually people that could be you could be related to.
That's exactly, it happened really.
Okay, I do want to ask you
Yes,
about, I understand that you are teaching piano
yes.
lessons, and I'm sure your piano students are very thankful for you.
I
Uh,
hope so.
so, we don't want you to hide your talent. Uh, do you have thoughts for the future and moving forward with your music, or where are you at? What do you want to do with your music? What's your heart's desire?
My desire for all these years, I would like to teach as many as students as possible, and I want them to find the enjoyment of music and then use their skill in their life, and then share their skills. I really want to teach piano. Already I was teaching it like, okay, okay, all right, let's dig it to more. And then I really wanted to show how to enjoy music. And then I want them to be able to use it. I've seen the kids, like sometimes they're a little bit sad or something. So I give them a little uplifting songs, and the next week they come back, and then they're much happier. Something they're working on, just brighten their days.
I know you said you want to make their music fun,
Yes,
and that's so important. If somebody wanted to contact you regarding
yes,
taking piano lessons,
yes,
can they get a hold of you by the bio? We could put your phone number in there, or
yes, that's
your
fine.
or your email, and
Yes.
and then they can contact you. I look forward to talking to you again and seeing how your music career is going.
Okay. I'll be just having fun.
Well, that's good. You take care, Mio.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye bye.